Righto, we're back with episode 2 of the Calidi Motorsports. We've got the big guns in. Jake Myers. Mate, how is it? Tell us about what's going on.
I just come for a little Saturday drive up to Sydney.
Just a casual Saturday drive up to Sydney.
Just getting through all the floodwaters.
Yeah. Mate, you've been travelling. We were at Cairns together, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It was good. No, we went back up there. We've been there every single year for Northern Nats. So, no, it was good to go up there and give another crack. And, come second, and Rhino took out the win. So,
Bride to Rhino.
Yeah. He's on a roll.
He's on a fucking big roll at the moment, isn't he? What's he?
So,
3 back-to-back wins?
3 back-to-back wins with his new combo from Ingram's Automotive in Wagga. He actually called me like it was a fair while ago. He said, "Oh, I'm over blowing up motors, you know." He's like, "What do I do? Like, I'm going to retire, you know?" I said, "Well, there's a good bloke in Wagga that does all our machining, Ingram's. He does Jack Siemens motor."
Jack Siemens was bulletproof.
Yeah, like small block Chev. So there's a fair few big names that they've done, but it's not, out there.
If it's working, it's working.
Yeah. So, he went down to Chris. Chris has said that's what we need to do, change a heap of stuff, and now you look, he's out there just killing it. So hopefully he has some luck for the rest of the season and years to come. So.
I fucking hope so, man. He's on a roll. He's skidding really well. He's driving the wheels off the fucking thing.
Yeah, it was funny. I was looking at the exhaust stuff at Northern Nats, and he's like, "What are you looking under there for?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just having a look, you know."
Well, he actually blew the collector off.
Yeah, that's right.
They seen it on the track. They're like, "Whose is this?" I'm like, "Well, fucking obviously the last person to come out."
100%.
But mate. Next question. Take us back to the start. What it's like growing up as a Burnout champion son. Like, obviously they're big shoes to fill, and you have filled them. What's it like growing up in that sort of household?
Yeah, it's sort of in me blood. It's sort of like I had no choice. You know,
it was ingrained in you from the start.
Going on road trips and trying not to miss out on too much schooling, and no, it was good. You know, you get to see around Australia and meet new people, and it's only like yesterday we were at Brash's shed party out the back. And
fuck, that was mad party.
Running amok, and
your dad took up the other Mustang. What's it called?
Yeah, Too Insane.
Yes,
GT Mustang. So
screaming its head off. That blast sounds sick.
He's actually rebuilt the motor for that for Summer Nats this year. So
he's taking it.
Yeah, so he's going to take that. We're hoping to go Braddon and do street cruising in that. So, but no, other than that, like just growing up and I guess just keeping off the streets and
Dad's still a big part of you now. He's at every comp, and I think your dad is your biggest fan. I see him on the sideline. He's so fucking proud there. He videos every one of your burnouts and then re-watches them again.
Yeah, I always say, do you want to come for a skid? And he's like, no, I just want to just listen to it. 'Cause he builds the motors himself, so he just wants to make sure it's sounding right outside and that. So,
I think if he was in there, he might like lift your foot a little bit.
Yeah, he'd be like whacking me or something.
100%.
But no, it's it. He does all me building of the engines and helps tune up and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, 100%. And I seen it. I was in the car with you. You took me for a run at Cairns, and I was watching Taco. I was at 8 for most of it, and then towards the end, she's drifting to 9.
I put the 9 chip in it just to be safe, so I'm not riding on the limiter because it's really harsh on the drivetrain and all that.
Yeah, for sure, and it affects your smoke score as well. Like your smoke will drop back.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people are like, oh no, it's good. It's not. You can when you see someone back limit, you can see the smoke puffing instead of being the big cloud. Yeah. People don't get that, and I think staying off the limiter is good, and obviously it's healthy for the car as well.
Yep.
All right, what's up next? Tell us about the car from what it was to now. Like obviously, when your dad used to skid it, it was carby blown.
Yeah.
Is it the same sort of engine combo as it used to have now with the hat on it, or have you changed a few things from back then?
A lot of the internals has changed over years.
Just like newer products that have come on the market.
Out and just you learn from stuff breaking, and then you put the better stuff in there.
Well, I think of memory, I've only seen the car break once that I can remember, and that was at I think it was a Super Nats or something, maybe. He snapped the front of the crank.
Yeah,
maybe Power Cruise.
Snapped the crank.
Yep.
That was just a standard crank. And, he was
just a stock car.
Because he was a mechanic at Hillis Ford in Wagga, apprentice at the time, and I think he just built it in the shed. And back then it was the pay and stuff wasn't the best.
100%, bro. You can only build a motor to what you earn.
Yeah, that's right. And then he opened up his own mechanic shop, and it's it have had some little issues here and there, and over the last 7 years, we've, sort of worked out what's the good stuff and what's not. Dry sump. We went to dry sump.
And what sort of stuff wears different? What sort of?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like your rods stretch and stuff, and obviously turning them to the sort of RPM you turn them to. It does. It's hard on the gear.
Yep. No, and that's it. You know, this stuff isn't to be meant to be doing really what we're doing. You know,
not at all.
It's half of it's meant to be just going down the strip for 6, 7 seconds.
Not 2 minutes of pure rape.
Yeah, and I've even revved the motor to 10,100 or something. And
yes!
It's like, oh, shit. How long is that going to last? Because the valve train and that isn't rated to rev over 8,500 for a long period of time,
Well, I suppose that comes back to what you were saying before. It's built for 8,500, but if you bang the limiter at 85, that's real harsh on it.
Oh, for sure. And I had 9,000, should I say, back in the day when we were pushing it a bit harder, more horsepower and stuff. It was like, we were having little niggly problems with push rods and stuff like that, just because I was riding on a limiter at 9,000.
Yep.
And it was just having to just replace little bits and pieces every now and then. But now it's like, don't even have to touch it. Just pull the covers off and check tappets. And it's all perfect. Like, and
if something does need adjusting more than other ones, that's when you
sure.
start looking further.
Yeah, that's right. And that's after Northern Nats, we just took the covers off, checked the tappets, and they were like, there was maybe one or two that just a slight adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
But a fair few years ago, we had a little problem with one of the rockers. Was a bit of excessive clearance in there for 5 years.
Yeah.
So they were on their expiration date.
Yeah.
So we we just noticed a little bit of clearance. So we just pulled the head off, pulled it out, and it was just just started to go. So we just put in a new updated brand of that version, and it's been.
And then no drama since.
Yeah, they'll go another 5-6 years, At least that's right. So that's all you learn from
100%. It's all
that stuff,
And then, like you were saying, your dad was only earning that much money. That's how much money you can put into the motor now.
Oh, for sure.
And then now you obviously can. You're starting to win, so you can put that money back in the motor. When something
100%.
loses, you can upgrade the parts.
Yep. Oh, for sure. Merchandise as well for us.
Oh, 100%. You sell heaps of merch. We saw you guys at Cairns and Northern Nats. Sorry, and they were just. You were pumping through the merch as well as Ballistic. They were just pumping.
Oh, for sure. And it helps, And
100%
Ballistic said, he's like, that pays for me trip from Perth up there and down to,
And then he ended up fucking driving to Melbourne again. Fucking mad car.
So it's good to see Ballistic got his car fixed for Brashnats.
Yeah, it's back. I just saw him out the track then, and he found the issue, so they've sorted that issue now.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed he can stay together. And
it's it.
Well, you still got to push him.
Yeah, it's it.
You don't let that motherfucker get you, huh?
No,
that's for you, Chris.
Hey, well, this will come out after Brashnats.
Yeah, it will. So
we can't really say what's going to
No,
happen.
we don't know what's going on.
So, it's good. Yeah.
What's the most fun you've had in the car?
Fun. I would say Decker in Shepparton was
the big
Peak
pad
Moose's event.
That's exactly what Brasher said. He said
that was so much fun. I didn't even care about winning. Just go there and just bulk sets and just go flat out, no brakes, and do I think it was 5-6 loops down the whole thing.
That's what Brash said. He said he'd never touch a brake. I'm like, that's just bulk
crazy. Fun. Even some of the footage from that online got shared from in the US from some of the Street Outlaw guys.
Yeah.
Of just some of the crazy skids that we're doing down there. But other than that, Hoonigan.
Yep.
I did this first that at Cootamundra Airstrip. That was pretty wild.
That was the you did the same what I did.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, your wheel dug in. I did it. I did it at some of Nats and tipped the car up on its side, and you did the same.
Yeah,
and
no.
I think
it was very unexpected.
It was same.
Wasn't planning it. A lot of people online are saying, "Oh, what happened? You did tail shaft brake and
That's what everyone said with mine. They're like, "Oh, you brake tail shaft." No, turn the fucking diff out of the car.
100%. So that was pretty wild.
What did it break then?
So. We'll cut the story pretty short, but so we went out. It was a flat out day. There's a full team there, just saying you got to do this.
Oh, really? It wasn't slow like they usually do.
You have no time for anything.
That's
so
good.
We finished the roll, the racing and all that, and then they were like, do a skid. I was like, well, I've got my big tires on. They're like big Mickey Thompsons.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't really want to blow them. Anyway, and they're like, no, you have no time. It's either do a burnout or don't do one. Go off, yeah.
What?
I was like, oh shit, all right. So I just lit it up and just did this flat out power skid, did one doughy, come out of it. All of a sudden, as I was going around, it just went boom, and then it just happened with the split second. And it just come up and fall, and I was like, what the? I didn't know what happened, and then everyone come running over, oh, what's going on? And then I had this massive pain in my back. And anyways, a few days later, I had to get scans. I actually had a tear in one of my vertebrae. So that's how
it jammed you that
hard.
hard.
And oh man, I was sore for weeks. I was waking up all hours of the night in pain.
Fucking hell.
It was pretty bad, man. But now I've all recovered now.
So. The car was all right as well?
It was about $3,000 worth of damage.
Fuck.
Yeah, so bent the diff
Same. That's what mine bent a diff. One bent the diff, bent the axle.
Track locating bar on mine.
Tore the forelink out of mine. When it shattered the tail shaft, split in two, and then it shattered the gearbox as well. Yeah. We didn't realise that till after I put on the hoist. I'm like, fuck.
And that was funny. After I hopped out, they were like, you don't have to worry about any damages or this, and like as into the track because it ripped a bit of the track. I was like stressed. This is going to cost so much to fix. Like, don't worry, we got it covered. And next minute it's like, it cost me a fair bit.
You had to fix it?
No, the car.
Oh, okay.
They said, that's all on us. Like, we got you to do the skid on the big tyres. Didn't expect that to happen. So won't do that again.
No.
Even broke a brand new buddy 5-slotted rim as well.
Oh no.
So
fuck. It adds up fast when you break shit.
Yeah. So anyway.
Well, next question. What's your highest achievement and what's your next goal really?
Highest achievement would have to be Summernats Masters. Two Masters wins at Summernats.
Yep.
So not many people have done that. Peter Gray and my old man, only people to ever win multiple Burnout Masters.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know Peter Gray did.
Yeah, Peter Gray's won 2. Dad's won 3.
Fuck. So you got one more to catch, Dad?
Yeah, I'm spewing. I got knocked out of the Masters last year.
Fuck.
This year, just gone.
The invisible wall.
Yeah, so we won't go there.
No, we don't want to go.
Hey, you learn from those mistakes and you go back.
Well, that's it. It's not a mistake, mate. It's a learning curve.
Yeah, that's right. You know now. I was just trying to push it. I thought, you get more points if you go down there.
Well,
no
I
one else
thought
did.
the exact same.
Lynchy didn't even go down that end, so I was the only person to do it.
100%. Well, that's what you got to do. If you want to win, you got to look at the criteria and then push the limits. And
that's it.
And it helps seeing other cars going, well, no one's done that. Or look up there and go, there's no marks. That's fucking...
Yeah, I'm glad it happened in the qualifying, not in the finals.
Fuck.
Because I would have been spewing.
You'd be burning.
You would have won it. It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But, I'll go back. We're going to come back. I got a ticket from Northern Nats for the Pro Series now.
Okay.
So, it should be good. $50,000 on the line.
Fuck, $50,000's a big whack.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. And
that's a lot of merch.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of merch as well.
It should be good because I've got a new car on the build.
Going
off what you said before, what's for the future.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, hopefully, Summernats will be the last time. I did say it this year.
I think I've heard this before.
Yeah, but the car is on, the new car's on a roll. It's at Showtime Customs Fabrication.
Do you want to elaborate on what that is, or are we going to keep
that secret?
I
can't tell anyone what it is, but it's next level. It's, no one else has done this car and the setup and the fabrication. It's just going to be freaking wild, man. It's like out of this world.
So have you put the same, like, I know your dad's car has a lot of R&D in it, and I've been in the car, and you push that car. We were in that corner, and you just tapped the brake, and it stopped. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm just like, Jesus, take the wheel, and you're steering it into a fucking corner. I was so impressed.
Well, a lot of that is Showtime Customs in Heathcote. They did all the setup on the Mustang when I come across them 3 years ago.
Okay.
Took the car there. I said, just fix it. It doesn't want to go like where it wants to go. Just goes around in circles.
So yours
brakes.
Yours used to do what mine did. It was
Because Dad just said, no power steering. Just be bloody bitch to steer,
Mm-hmm.
So sent it there. They put the power steering Astra on it. Astra power steering. All the adjustment front end. Like they're drifters, these guys. So they do all that.
So they
know how to
set it up.
So as soon as I did that, I won Summernats, like the first Masters.
Does it feel as good as it looks driving?
It just feels like you're driving an everyday car, like a VF on the street, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I saw you coming out of that corner. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, we come into the corner and you just stopped and then drove out of it. I'm like, fuck, mine would have just slammed the wall.
But anyway, so the new car's at Showtimes. It's been there 3 times already.
Okay.
Getting fabrication and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's all, all the lock, all that stuff. So really, like, when I bring the car out, I want to show it for 12 months.
Yep.
And then I'll skid it We'll see if we make the 12 months, because I might just get over the show scene and be like,
the show scene is a lot. You got to keep the car, but you do. You keep the Mustang clean all the time.
For sure.
What did I see you wash it at Cairns about fucking 8 times?
Yeah. It's black car. It's not ideal. It just gets dusty as soon as someone.
And it kept raining.
Thanks to Ballistic every time he started off his cars. He's like, Jess was in the background. Turn off the car. Yeah. It was like blowing up dust everywhere. But that's it.
It's just part of
mine's the same. It blows up shit. But it's good, because like with the Mustang, we've learned a lot of stuff. So now we can put it into the new car, and it's almost like when you start skidding it, you got that step up.
Yes.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes to plan, and who knows where we'll debut it, at what comp.
You going to run the new plates, or are you still going to run the Sicko?
We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
I got a few ideas.
Oh yeah.
Some different directions that I want to sort of go. So.
What about your brother's car? Is that finished? Is that
I've seen
something about on the trailer. Is it finished?
He's got Schizo Ute. That's just a blown 302 Windsor. That's the original motor out of the Mustang.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
So that's the one that's been built for over 15 years.
Yeah, right. There
that
you go.
motor won the Burnout Masters in 2012 at Summer Nats.
Okay.
He's got the Ute. And then he's got the old Struggling, which is now the OG wagon.
And he's put a lot of work into that, from what I can see.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, the full respray, cage redone. The motor's getting redone.
Is he skidding it this weekend?
No.
No.
So the motor's done. It's actually at Ingram's.
Awesome.
Wagga, so same as Rhino.
That's a small block too, isn't it?
Correct.
Not LS.
No, small block Chev.
Yep.
That's pushing like 1,300 horsepower.
Fuck me.
Stupid,
so it should chirp second.
Yeah. Well, it snapped the input shaft when we tested it when he first got the car from Perth.
Is that what happened? I seen that video.
Damaged the box. So got that fixed. Went to Summer Nats, caught on fire, melted the rear end, and it was due for a freshen up. So so Chris, he's rebuilt the whole motor. It's been dynoed. Just needs a few other things tickled. It's just run out of time for brushes.
Yep.
So I've just said we'll just take our time to get it right.
Well, when you push them, and we've all done it, we've all pushed to get it show, something usually fucks up.
Oh, for sure. And there's no point putting the motor in and then going to brash nats, burning the whole rear end, then redoing the whole car again.
That car was known for burning the arse off it.
So now Chris has got it all planned out. He's going to do test skids in Wagga with Ivan and make sure it's all dialed in. Change the exhaust. Okay. So that's the main thing, is trying to stop the fires.
100%. I love watching a fire burn out. I'm on the microphone, fucking burn the ass off it. I love it. It's no good as a car owner. Like, it just fucking, the paint's fucked. It usually burns some fuel lines. Shift the cable if it gets that big.
Yeah, it did some damage. Like, Ives he only just put original GDS tail lights in it, and he's like, oh man, I don't think I can afford keep putting GDS tail lights, like they're over $1,000, $1,500.
And they don't make a copy of them.
Nah.
But you can put those gay fucking clear ones in it.
And he doesn't want to take the bar off every time either,
Well, Chris has to take it off the GDS just because of that reason. And he's not from fires. He's the exhaust just ends up melting it and distorting it.
Yeah, just dropping it down.
Yeah, so that's why he takes it off. And he hates it. It looks shit without it doesn't look complete. But fuck, what are you going to keep throwing HSV
that's it. With these late model cars, they're all plastic bars, side skirts. It's like, and when it gets hot and they start melting and getting rubber build up, it just catch on. It just causes fires.
It's just unnecessary.
Yeah. Oh, and money.
And money. What do you like about the burnout scene, and what keeps you going?
I guess events staying, like keep going. Like a lot of places get closed down, like Winton.
Yep.
Like back in the day, they had PCM. Mm-hmm. That was good. I remember.
Yeah.
You've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, bro.
I actually went to the last one there.
Oh, did you?
End up winning that. Actually bet Rick Fuller somewhere. No, that was when I was like, what, 17, 18?
He's a fucking freak, Rick. You see him just fat arming my drive. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm usually hanging on for me dead life.
Bro. But it's just good when events keep going,
Yeah.
A lot of places, these venues get a bit greedy and think they can run their own shows.
Yeah, I don't like that. There's plenty of room. There's not enough burnouts out there. So
for sure,
if these events just let the other promoters come in and skid them and run your own at the same time. There's no need to push them out. There's enough pie for everyone.
That's shit that Chris and all of them and Peter and Flynn and them had to close down the whole Perth deal. So so just it'd be good to make it out to one of Chris's
Man,
events at
I've been over there.
Doing there.
Been doing is a fucking party. It's so good.
That's the biggest burnout party in the world, isn't it?
It pretty much is, bro. It's fucking mental. It's a 50 by 50 square pad.
Yeah, wow.
And people still hit the walls. I'm like, how the fuck did you hit the wall? Like, I went out.
You were lucky enough to skid someone else's car.
Yeah. He come in and he goes, oh, you want to come for a ride? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll come for a ride. He goes, you're driving. I'm like,
sick.
can't you know I live on the opposite side of Australia if I fuck something? He's like, oh, I didn't break it. Chris didn't break it. You won't break it. I said, mate, it's completely on you, but I can't help you fix it. I'm on the complete opposite side of Australia. He's like, nah, you'll be right.
Yep.
And I just said I'll stay away from the walls, and it was actually pretty good.
Was it LS in that?
Yeah, it's a junker too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's always the ones that last, isn't it?
That's what he said. He goes, man, this fucking junker just keeps copping it. He pulled the filter's mint. He checked the data was mint. He goes, you sat on like 83 for the whole time. I'm like, I was just watching the dash. I'm like, the red light started coming. He's got one of those digital. I know, Holly, I think.
Holly, yeah.
Yeah, and the red light started to come up, and I banged the limiter. I'm like, okay, that's where the limiter is, and just kept the back off that. Like, I didn't know where it was. Obviously, never driven the car before, but it was a really easy car to drive.
And going back to venues, you know, like Mum and Dad ran Gazinat's Collie in Western Australia for it's like 5 years.
Oh, right.
It just got to the point where the management just said, nah, don't want any skids on the track, this and that. But then after they give us the boot, they try to put on their own event.
Oh, so that's
it's like, you know, then we're never welcome back. So, but it was one of the biggest events in Western Australia. And everyone always said, like, when's Gazinat's come back? When's Gazinat's come back? So we went to Darwin. And Darwin is one of the state-of-the-art tracks.
I love Darwin. I highly love going to Darwin. It's just it's a good place. It's different to everywhere else, and it's beautiful.
Sure. Yeah, and
it's just hot as fuck.
It's a government-owned venue. So
I did not know that.
At the end of the day, you know, they have V8 supercars there. They have all kinds of racing. But they let us do whatever we want out there. You know, power skids around the whole track, drifting. As long as you're not popping tyres on the track, running off on the grass. That's one of the main things is the grass is lava. It
is pretty though. I can see why they don't want you off the grass. It's gorgeous there.
Yeah. So, but no, that's actually coming up in a few weeks. Gazinat's Darwin. So,
well, what sort of cars is taking up there? Or the big boys as usual?
There's like 3 truckloads. There's a few coming from Western Australia, Canberra, Victoria. Lynchy's actually coming back from America. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come up for that, load the cars up. So that'd be pretty cool.
Obviously, he's not taking his car.
No. He'll just come up because they're using his truck.
Okay.
So he want to come up and make sure everything's right for that.
Yep.
But no, it's some big names. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be one of the biggest years yet.
I'm gonna have to come up one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come up for one of them.
There's gonna be 40 blow-on cars.
40 blown cars.
Yeah.
I think there was only Northern Nats was 40 cars total, not 40 fucking blown cars.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be huge, man. And that's got two Pro Series tickets for Summer Nats up for grabs.
That's awesome
for the blow-on class. And the naming rights of the Gazinat's champ. So no, it's gonna be cool.
That's good, man. That's really good.
And actually, Ballistic will be backing up his win.
Fuck. Did he win there last year?
Yeah, in the
okay.
Yeah,
Matt.
So,
that's always you've done that. It's got to get in your head, hasn't it? Like that you won last year and you want to win it again.
Oh man, that's like I'm backing up my win at Brashnats tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just go out there, you know. At the end of the day, what's the difference to last year? Everyone's there.
All you got to do is what we always do: just go out there and do a skid and
just go out there.
Don't hit anything. Get the tires off and use the pad.
Have a fat time.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know about you. When I come with the pad, I really have no recollection of what just fucking happened.
I asked you. I said, "Did I spin it down around that corner?"
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh god, it's not just me."
Remember? I was like, "It all happened so quick."
I had a fat time in your car. Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
No, it was good fun, man. But
Right, next question. How big of a part does Gary play in keeping the car reliable and never missing an RPM? Really, like the fucking thing's pretty. I see your dad down there all the time, just keeping an eye on things. Could you do it without him?
Yeah, I could. Well, we got the black book, eh?
That was my next question. Tell me about the black book.
The black book. That's 7 years of tuning.
It's not what you think it is.
It's all tuning knowledge of 7 years. Cue to George Saparovich from Western Australia at Blow and Motorsport.
Okay.
If it wasn't for him, you know, the car wouldn't be to what tune up it is now. You know. We take all our cars to Perth, get them tuned up on the dyno, go around Australia. We have a weather station. We check the altitude.
Is that what he puts on the roof?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, we check the weather. No one else really does it in the scene.
I haven't
We're
seen it
the only
before.
ones that like we fine tune it. So like when we're going out there, the car's like on the pointy end of blowing a hole through the piston. It's it's just perfect.
That's why it sounds so crisp all the time.
Yeah, for sure. We had to burn a hole in the piston once just to make sure
to figure it out.
That temperature is the maximum temperature.
We're right there.
Yeah, that's right. So and that was when we first started with the injection setup.
Yep.
So, but if it wasn't for George, because he started pretty much the blow and injected scene back in the day, with blowing 68 Monaro.
Yep.
That's one of the
iconic
most
Burnout
viewed
tower.
videos online.
I still watch that. If it pops up on YouTube, I'll watch it just for the sake of watching it again.
So that's hats off to George and them, and now Dad's got the knowledge of tuning it, and like you said, the black book is we go to each event. So Brashnats will go tomorrow. We'll say, okay, last year we have the last 4 years in there.
Mm-hmm.
Say, okay, we'll go into the qualifying. This is the tune up. We change the pill in the barrel valve.
Yep.
Go out there and it just sings and come back and the filter's clean as a whistle.
Perfect.
It's Why would you want to try and reinvent the wheel?
No, well, I never knew what was in the book, and I seen your dad put that thing on the roof of the weather station when he said, and that just tells him, and he can graph what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
And it's like, once you start getting all of them details for years, it's like, I could just go to wherever I want.
Yep.
And I just, at this time, is this altitude, just put this pill in it,
Yeah. Well, I noticed when I took my car up to Darwin, Brash took it up, my car sounded completely different.
Yeah,
It didn't, well, not bad. It just, when I started up, I'm like,
a little bit fat.
That sounds different. Yeah, I don't know whether it was fat or lean or whatever it was, but I definitely noticed the change in the exhaust tone.
Yep. Oh, for sure, and I just don't know how some people go around to events and just
that was me. I just fucking hope for the best, and it really didn't work out for me because I fucking threw the rods out of a lot of motors.
100%. But it's nowadays with EFI. That was the question I wanted to ask you, but the division between EFI and mechanical.
I've driven an EFI car and I didn't like it. I felt like I was just driving a fucking blown Commodore around. Like the power was there, but with a mechanical blown car. When you blap that throttle, your dick gets a little bit hard, your ass grabs a little bit of the seat, and there's that excitement. But when I drove the EFI, it did the same thing, but it wasn't like, our throttles are like all or nothing. Yeah. From this much to this much is basically just full noise, and that's what excites me about it. Yeah. But the EFI, it's there, but it's not for me. I just like the raw feeling, the mechanical myself.
Yeah. Well, you see half of the EFI now is literally they tune themselves.
Yeah.
So when they go out there, it's just like it's like autopilot. It's, they got biometric sensors and this and that and coils. It's like I don't know if I trust that much on all the electrical and all that stuff. I know the technology is like it's really good nowadays, but I don't know. I'll just put the pill in there. Yeah. The fuel gets delivered into the cylinders. You burn it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
There's no limp mode, and that's caught a lot of the big guys out.
100%.
Like my mate Cody Free in Froffin.
Yeah.
He was killing it at Gazinats last year. It went in limp mode, and it was like limping, cut out. Why? I'm like, the starter motor's about to bloody melt off this thing, man. And then he got off. He come third. But it's just in Brashnats last year. He went to go, boom, limp mode. I said, bro, you got to get this shit sorted, man, And just there's a few other people that have had a few dramas, but
some of it's working, like Kyle stuff. Been watching probably the same as you. Been watching that shit in America, and that seems to work. And he just
keeps on going. Yeah, that's a proven motor from Warspeed,
Yep.
And if they've got the right setup.
Well, Troy must be doing something right, because there's a lot of fucking big heavy hitters out there, and this shit just keeps going. Yep. Obviously, some of them break. Like there's always going to be some sort of issue. We don't know what that is. Like we don't know what caused that blow up. But
I see Paddy had a bit of bad luck there the other day, battling.
Did that go rods out?
I don't know. There's oil underneath the car, but not too sure. Can't speculate on that. But but at the end of the day, it's mechanical. Anything can go wrong there.
100%. There could be a parts failure.
100%.
It could
nowadays with the part manufacturing, who knows to say it's getting casted in China or this or that.
You wouldn't know.
That's right.
You wouldn't know, they could be. You just don't know. Even though you're paying for that brand name, doesn't mean that they're not getting it cheaper made and saying it's the same steel.
Mole man, he built a 360 Windsor for his XA once. And this is going back a fair while. And he was like, oh, there was these U-Butte John K cylinder heads in America, and they were aluminium.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on the car, on the dyno, all good. Go to Winton,
Mm-hmm.
power skid,
Mm-hmm.
boom, cooling out the exhaust. What the? We get back to the bloody pits. The heads are literally like disintegrated. There was like cracks all through, like
What?
everywhere.
Just a shit
like,
casting.
it was pretty bad. I'm not sure if we can insert a photo of the heads here, but we pulled the head off, and there's still half of the head still on the block with a bolt in it.
No.
It was so bad. And we worked out it was the casting of the heads.
Just a shit casting.
And it was American. Like, it was an American casting.
That could have been the same thing. They've sent their casting block over there and they've casted it in.
Who knows?
What did they have to say about it?
Well, they just sent out another head.
Oh, we're not going to fucking put the gun back.
It's just like, yeah, that one can go in the corner. And
cheers, but no thank you.
So we ended up getting some world product heads, cast heads.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's on the Mustang now.
Oh, they're casties?
Yeah, cast.
Really?
Yeah. So
Fuck,
we
I did not know
tried
that.
alloy heads on the Mustang, and it keep trying to blow the bloody head gaskets out of it.
Well, and also, you would think the alloy would be softer. Well, those valves punching back pretty hard at 9 to sometimes 10.
100%.
That's gonna slowly wear the aluminium down.
Yeah.
The steel's not gonna fucking move.
Yeah, and that's it. You know,
I
and
did not know
find
you had steel heads on it.
steel heads.
That's
yeah.
sick.
A lot of people actually question that, like, oh wow, you got cast heads on it, you know. And that's all set up right, machined, and it does the job. So
Well,
can't
clearly
complain.
it fucking does.
Yeah,
It's working.
Well, why change something? You know, we tried to maybe try something different, and it doesn't work.
Well, if it doesn't work, then go back to what you
That's
had.
right. Yeah, but other than that, you know, EFI. I guess that's the future of drag racing. You know, fuel tech and.
Well, you see them
all
there.
that.
They can adjust so much.
For sure. And when they actually, you know, they can actually do it so it gradually tunes itself through it's going through the run.
Well, look at BYE. He's got a what's they call him? Fucking Mr. Electric Throttle. He has throttle RPM stop, not a rev limiter.
Oh,
so it will only rev to 8.
100%.
And he puts like fucking 25-pound boost in it. I'm like, you're fucking mad, you cunt.
Northern Nats last year, he said, come look at my laptop. I was like, what's this? And he showed me, it's like literally just boom, the RPM, it's literally like flatline. I've never seen it like it. I'm like, I couldn't even do that if I tried with my mechanical setup.
We get too excited,
100%. So, but you know, and it sounds different. It's unique.
It definitely is.
I guess, I don't know, some people would say different, but it would take away from the driving control, because I guess all you do is flan it and you're just driving like a Sunday drive.
Some people do that anyway and just hold the kind of limiter.
100%. So,
Right.
And that's, you know, like talking Rick's old Full On.
Yes.
He was over that because he said it's just he doesn't feel like he used to in the LS1. That's why he sold the Ute, you know.
Yeah.
And now he's back in the LS1 and
it's good seeing that car back out again.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it.
That's really the big competition for Brashnuts, I reckon.
Yeah.
Himself, because he's won it before, but
Well, there's going to be a bit on the Brashnuts. There's a lot of heavy hitters there, man. I was reading that lineup just out there before.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to be on.
I don't know how they choose 20 cars out of the 200 cars, man.
That's what Jack said. He goes, "Oh, have you got to set for the finals, Dad?" I said, "You really think I'm going to make the fucking finals? God, I don't have a blower. I haven't driven in 7 fucking years. I've done 2 burnouts in 7 years. You think I'm going to make the finals?" I said, "There's a spare set there, but I highly doubt I'll need them."
Well, you know, I was actually just talking to my mate the other night. I said, it's funny that, because Ken Fry, he made the finals last year,
Yes,
I
think in the year before.
Yeah, so that's a little small block Ford motor
Ford.
in that, sorry. Mm-hmm. So he made the finals out of 200 blown, you know, with the mix of cars. So, no, you know, you never know.
Well,
if you give it a good crack.
I'm gonna. I just hope I don't
100%.
fucking bin it. And I'm up
Will it be Duffy or you?
Fuck, I'm going to be spewing if Duffy beats me in my
Imagine
own
if he wins.
Fuck him. Fuck you, Duff. Fuck you, Duffy. You better not, you cunt.
That would be a piss up. Oh, shit.
Mate, what question?
Is there an NA Blown Award?
I can't remember. By the time it gets to that time of the day, my head is so fucking fried. I'm basically doing whatever they tell me to do. I'm reading whatever. I don't even take it in because you got to think of something new to say over and over again.
True.
So my head,
you don't want to say the same thing. Yeah.
I end up do sometimes, but like it's just it fries your brain. And by the end of it, they're like, "Who won?" I'm like, "I don't know. Didn't you announce it?" I don't fucking remember. I was reading out whatever I was told to read out.
Well, there's only so many. Oh yes.
I'll get a few of them. Brasher,
my voice doesn't quite go that low.
Brasher, fucking, he's always like, "Oh, have you done it yet?" I'm like, "I've done it 3 times." Like, "Do it again." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Mate, what questions have you got for me? I know you've got some. Yeah, look at you. Look at that smirk. What have you got in store for me?
I've been thinking,
Yeah. I don't like where this smile's going.
No, it's funny. We'll go back. I was watching video back from Summer Nats in me qualifying.
Yes.
and you were up on the stand, and you're like that. When I went down the end, what were you thinking when I went down there?
Oh, last year's one.
The exit shoot.
I thought you were over, and then I looked at your tyre marks, and your tyre marks are in it. I thought, fuck, he's going out. And then I went, oh, the tyre marks are in, he's all right. And then I seen that shit pop up, like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, I watched the tyres stay in, but I seen your ass swing out. I'm like, fuck. And then that popped up. I was like, I don't know. Like, I liked it, but I'm like, fuck. You talk about, like you said, you pushed it to that limit. And, well, from my point of view, I thought you saved it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, and I thought that would have been a clear-cut thing, like just sort of...
Same, bro.
You know, like, then you can say, okay, the tyre did go over that.
Well, that's why I was impressed. You can see that line, and they're clearly in.
Yeah. But, is what it is, isn't it?
Exactly, it is what it is. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, I seen you. You swung in there real fast, and I was like, fuck.
I'm kind of glad I didn't make the finals, because then it would have been like... And then imagine if I won, if, everyone...
Fuck them. If you win, you win.
Yeah, I know, but then it's just... I don't want people to think that, he only just got through because of his name and stuff like that.
I hate it when they say that. Yeah. Look, watch you drive. You're hard to beat. I fucking hate competing against you. Fuck you. You're too good. I don't like it. Well, it's so hard.
But that just shows you that it isn't rigged.
No, it's not.
You see every other year they say, it's only because Gary Myatt's son.
Yeah.
But, I didn't make the finals.
And then there was one the year before, or a couple of years before, wasn't there? There's something else.
What's that?
Something happened.
Oh, I touched the wall.
Yeah.
I did. What else?
But I don't see how that people can say it's rigged. That's bullshit. It's not.
It's a judge sport at the end of the day, so everyone has their different opinions on.
I brought this up with Brasher before. You come to the drivers' briefings, and I watch you listen to what criteria they want. Well, other people don't. They're like, I did a faster burnout. Well, I've seen you sit there and listen to exactly what the judges want, and that's how you should. If you want to win or be competitive, you should listen to what the judges want, and that's how you do your skid. It might not be the most fun thing for you, but that's what will take you to the podium.
Well, that's going off last year's Brashnats. I listened to the judges, Aaron Mackley, Scott Middleton, a few other guys, and they said, "Just here's a judging sheet.
Here's a criteria.
And you will do well."
Because
I went out there and I knew. I said to Anthony, my mate, who owns Ville and Capri, he said, "Just go hard, man. Like." And look at all the other years people have won. Just no brakes, come in 100 mile an hour, just trying to get around the pad. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Get to every point of the pad and you'll do well. Bulk smoke.
I don't know if your car's, how big your car is, but you can use the entry chute this year. I went up there yesterday.
Have they moved the bollards?
No.
So how are they going to get up there?
A small car's going to get up there.
Really?
Brasher said he'll get easy there. I said my car won't get around.
Because I thought maybe if they move the bollards
they're on the outside of the asphalt now. They're not. They're not sitting.
What about the ones on the inside? Because I remember there was always those ones, and you can't really come in really hot on that left side.
Well, they're still there.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone's going to lose some front fenders and rear quarters. Man.
Yeah. I said I'm not even going to try.
Well, that's going to decipher the top
But in saying that, if you do go in there and you fuck up and tag one of those walls, that's you're taking that risk. If you pull it off, you're a fucking hero. But if you don't, there's going to be a lot of people that not.
That's it. It's the risk you take.
Well, like Jacko's Lux, he drives like a fucking lunatic. It's cool to watch, but he loses a lot of points because he tags a lot of walls.
It's just hard to try and keep that smoke score up too. See?
100%.
And that's like the judging criteria. If you don't keep it up, people don't understand.
No.
The crowd don't understand.
No, not at all. They don't get it.
They're not told about the judging criteria.
No.
They just think it's a crowd favourite. But if that was the case, Lynch would win every time.
100% he would. But he loses a lot of smoke when he comes in that fast. He loses the smoke coming in.
But at Summonats this year, that was one of the best skids he's done.
Fucking hands down.
And he deserved that win.
100% he did. It's been a long time coming. Like
100%.
He is a lunatic, but he did. He slowed it down where he needed to. He still kept it fast. Yeah. And you can hide yourself inside your pre-made smoke while going fast, but you have to be good at and know your car where it's not going to make smoke. Yeah. So if you've come from one side, you've bellowed it through the smoke there, you can get off the brake and shoot it out the other end fast. If you you got a fucking GPS built into your head, you know where the fucking thing is.
Sometimes it's just like you just stand it and you hope it's just going to go where you want.
I fucking held my breath when it was with you. I'm like, you're like that way. I'm like, I don't know, can it? And you're like, you shot through them. I'm like, woo! We come out the other end.
Sydney's the worst at night.
We've got fans this year.
Oh, what?
We've got 15 fans, 15 industrial fans with generators pushing the smoke up. So because it sits in the bowl. So we've got 15 fans around the whole pad with generators there to push the smoke out of the hole.
So is that gonna So does that mean there's going to be an obstacle on the course now because he's trying to get the smoke?
I said no. Brasher said yes, and Lynn said, "You're not doing it, you fucking dickhead."
I feel like that would take it away from the spectacle of...
I like the idea of it, but I don't want to see anyone binning their car full noise through the smoke and forgetting it's there or not seeing it. Because there's nothing... I hate nothing worse than seeing someone bin their car. It's just,
imagine if like the top 20 hit the thing, like hit it, like then it just... I don't know. We don't want to go out there and we're trying to make sure we don't carnage the car,
100%. I think it's a good idea, but I don't think...
It's different. If it wasn't for like proper competition, like
100%.
Everyone going out there, but
if we had free time, and someone
100%.
There's a tyre there. Maybe I'll push one out for free time.
Yeah. But I did like the fact that Brasher put on everyone at the last minute last year. He said, "We're going backwards into
that was my idea.
Pad." Oh, really?
Yeah, I put it in his head, and he goes, "I'll put it to him," and he didn't tell me till I got there, and I seen the barrier and said, "You got it through, didn't you?" He goes, "I knew you'd fucking pick it."
Yeah, because everyone was like, on the edge. I was like, why not? It makes a plane.
I literally just wanted to get inside your head because I've tipped it in from that way and it scared the fuck out of everyone to come that way. Because I started the tunnel for the first or second Brash Nats and come up that straight and I'm tipped it in. I'm like, come around. Yeah, come around.
Go backwards into the pad.
Yeah, it just felt fucked up, but I liked it.
I remember that. I was watching that in the crowd. I think I was a spectator that year.
Yeah.
I got it on I had an old cam.
Oh, yeah?
And I was doing video on it. It was like, he coming backwards. I was like, that's sick.
Yeah.
Favorite pad? Your favorite? What's your favorite pad?
My favorite pad. I do love Sydney Dragway, but I wouldn't say that's my favorite. Actually, you know what? I like Summernats pad. I like it because it's not easy and it's not hard. And if you don't use it, it will catch you off guard.
Yeah.
It can really fuck you. I've hit the wall there. Only once, actually. We came in, way too hot, buried it into that back corner, like fucking hard. It caved the back of my cabin, bent the tray, and then me and Troy were laughing so fucking hard, I shot it back up the entry chute and hit both sides. And we're crying, laughing. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah,
and we did it again down the other end.
Oh, no.
And then when we finished, he come up and the fire marshal's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "You need to get out. You're probably in shock." I'm like, "You guys, you buried it in the ball for you." I'm like, "That's fucking hilarious." Yeah. Like, what do you do? But
Summernats was actually on my second favourite to Decker, Shepparton. So that Extreme Power Fest, I think Pete Gramoose's show was.
I didn't get to that one, but I saw all the videos. I was fucking jelly.
Yeah, but
actually, you know what? I like Darwin too, except for that fucking wall. It's so loud. Your car up against that wall,
and they got the big light pole right in the entry. You look down the tip in. There's literally a pole right.
Yeah, you have to swerve around it.
Left, and right, and it's a few people have been to Lynchy, Warbird, a few other guys have hit it hard.
Tubby buried it in that wall at the end, full noise.
Oh, yeah, Billy was just waiting for a mate down.
Yeah, Billy tipped it in. They fixed that now. You can't get into. You can't get into Billy's fucking disc drain. Silly Billy.
So funny, eh? But what's your favourite burnout car?
My favourite burnout car is Stephen Loader's.
Steve Loader.
Yeah, I do love it. I've always loved it from the first time I seen it. The first time I seen it was at in person was at what's that track that's closed now at
it's built housing and shit there, didn't they?
No,
shit.
Winton?
No. What's his name? What's the name there? Shit.
No, it's just past Goulburn.
Armoured run his show there. Oran Park. Oran Park?
No, not Oran Park. It was the other one. There's another one. Fuck, I can't remember what it is. I can't remember. Yeah. No, I can see the name in my head.
We might get there.
I'll just blurt it out in 5 minutes.
I would just put it in right at the end, like, this is the park.
Fucking, it's right now. I can see the W something. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, my favourite burnout car.
Yours?
Yeah.
What is it?
I was waiting for you to ask me.
Sorry, bro. What is it?
No. It would have to be Pete Gramoose's At Risk. It's
Remember it at someone else that year where it fucking just went psycho?
Whenever you see that rock up at a venue, you're just like, just give him a trophy.
He was a fucking lunatic. I seen him in screen. He had the zoomies on it. And they're like, "Mate, you can't come in with that." The mate can't just get a Supro saw and just fucking cuts them off. He's like, "Fuck you, they're not there now." I'm like, wow.
If he can pull off a skid, that's it.
Fucking oath. If he can pull it off, he does bend it a lot of times, but man, if he pulls it off, it's usually a fucking wild psycho burnout.
He's had a bit of bad luck at Gazanats the last few years.
Okay. Is he bringing the new one up to this year?
No.
No.
He was hopefully have it for Brashnats, but it's not going to be ready. But Brashnats last year, I reckon he was on for winner. He was. I was like, oh man, like he was so close.
There's some people that come out and you're always just like, you go to walk off, you're like, oh no, we'll wait for that one.
Yeah.
Like even if you're busy, you're like, oh, it can wait.
He was telling me he's spewing, kicking himself. He accidentally knocked the fuel pump in the back of the car when he was checking it, when he was moving something, and it cut out of fuel halfway through the skid.
Fuck if you do it. So the header tank was full, but the back wasn't feeling it. Oh, fuck.
Like, just that close to blowing the tyres, man. But that's just what it is, you know?
It's a sport, bro. It doesn't take much to fuck up. There's a lot of moving parts and a lot of things that have to happen in a burnout car. Yeah. And one little thing can fuck it up. A fuse, it blows a fuse, you're fucked. Yeah. And that can, well, look, if it happens at someone that's 50K, that's going to hurt. You're going to be upset if you literally kill a skid, you blow a fuse.
I was going to be some upset people, man. It's, but hey, it's the name of the game, and go out there and give it a shot, eh?
Actually, Andy said while I was at Northern Nats, he's like, can you come and do this, but PG at Summer Nats? I'm like, yeah, I can't swear. He let me swear there, so I did.
Yeah.
And he actually said he wants me to come and commentate Summer Nats, so sweet. I'm pretty stoked. Cool. Yeah. It's sort of like,
because I guess there's a few more kids and families.
Yeah, like I'm not allowed to swear on the microphone at Sydney Dragway, and that's fine. And but if you
something might slip out accidentally, but
I try not to. The bloke up in the office there, he usually tells me, he's like, you swore a bit today. I'm like,
okay.
What did I say? Fuck, or he's like, no, you said shit. I'm like, I'm okay saying shit. He goes, well, I'm not. I'm like, well, fuck.
It's crazy, man.
They say shit on the news.
It's funny the stone age we live in now. I don't know if anyone's seen the new Eminem song, Houdini.
No, I haven't seen it.
But it's just like, it's funny he's back, like Slim Shady's back, but it's just some of the stuff he says in there, it's just so politically correct, and it's just, the whole world's gone soft, man. I don't know. But anyway, that can be for another podcast. We can talk about that shit. Yeah. But no, thanks for bringing me in.
No worries, mate. Thank
Calidi
you.
And the guys in the sausage sizzle, and bring on Brashnats.
Let's go, baby.
And, we'll try and take it back out again. So.
You got big shoes to fill. Let's go.
Let's go.
See you, bro.